There are powers, dominions, and principalities in my life. There are the powers, dominions, and principalities which I have carefully fashioned from my life. Like you do. You create powers, dominions, and principalities. At least it would be nice if you did. Don't let someone else do it for you. I live my life. I write my story. And I don't ask permission. That's why I'm a big fan of personal liberty. I don't surrender that. But there are such things as powers, dominions, and principalities. I remember something I heard when I was a young man. It's in Viet Nam. A Buddhist monk, middle of a firefight in a pagoda. It's a type of Buddhist temple. And I told the guy he had to get down. But he kept sitting in this certain position. He was very calm. I was not very calm because I was in the middle of a fight. When it was over, I asked him if he wasn't afraid of getting killed. He asked why he should be afraid of being killed since he was the universe contained in one. This is a Buddhist monk. As a young man, I was 19 years old, I thought about that. Wow, that's fascinating. You're the universe contained in one. I suppose that fellow had created many levels of powers, dominion, and principalities of which he was the master. I'm now 61 years old. I have created a great many powers, dominions, and principalities. Within myself, I'm the master of my life. I suggest you become the master of your life. When I was a kid, they talked about giving your life over to Jesus. You ever hear that language? That made no sense to me as a kid. My mom was so concerned about me being saved. You got to be saved. I'm not lost. I'm right here. Well, you don't want to die and go to hell, do you? I don't know. Who's going to be in heaven? Well, I'm going to be there, and Mr. Culpepper, and Mrs. Lee, and Mrs. Menz, and... Well, geez, Ma, I don't like any of those people. I just soon go to hell if it's all the same to you. God does not live my life. I don't ask God to live my life. I live my life. I chose God. That's a very important proposition. Christ in the New Testament says, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, giving him all the power and authority. In the book of Yeshua says, I didn't choose you. You chose me. Whoa, that gives them all the power and authority. The purpose of the Song of God is to imbue you with God, the God inside of you, to empower you. Does God live their life through me? God, how boring would that be for them? To live their life through me, a just bald old guy over here? No, I don't turn my life over to God. You don't either. The kingdom of heaven is within you. So why go chasing after a heaven out there somewhere when the key to that heaven is inside of you? If we are literally the offspring of God, you have extraordinary potential. You just have to use it. Don't be afraid of it. When life gives you hard knocks and bruises, don't whine about it. It won't change a single damn thing. I asked my daughter, well, how do you feel about this development? She goes, it's like listening to her dad. She goes, "Well, Dad, I think it's a pretty done deal, don't you?" And I go, "Why, yes, it is, dear. It's a done deal." The question is, how do you deal with it? You face it head on. You accept it. Don't fight it. You make yourself miserable. Trying to part the Red Sea, which never happened. I don't give a damn what Cecil B. DeMille said. It didn't happen. Nobody does that. It's like walking on water. It doesn't happen. The only water I can walk on is the sea of my own life. My life. I can't live Vanessa's life. And I can't live Kent Coleman's life. And I hope generations from now, some idiot doesn't say in the church, "I'm going to turn my life over to the Lord Azrael." How damn boring can you be? I don't want to live that life. I got my own to live. You have yours to live. God never said, "Son, leave the driving to us." He's not Greyhound bus. It's God. Do you see what I mean? I'm not really trying to be funny. I'm not really trying to be funny. I'm just trying to tell you, there is no such thing as turning your life over so that God can live it for you. That makes us puppets and God the puppeteer. I'm not a puppet. God never commanded me to do a single damn thing in all the years I've known Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother. Never gave me a commandment. They always asked. Why? Because they don't see me as a puppet. My life is mine to live. I live it. I think I have a grand time. I think you ought to have a grand time. I am in pursuit of God, but as someone who is sovereign myself. And that's what's missing in life. You want someone else to take the responsibility. You want someone else to carry the load. You want someone else to pull the burden. I'm not going to do that. I am the master of my life. I am the captain of my soul. I am responsible for absolutely everything that transpires in my life, and I don't bellyache about it. If someone told me tomorrow, "Azrael, you have a bad, severe case of hepatitis C, and you also have cancer, and your brain is rotting in your head," I wouldn't give a damn. So what? The value of my life is not determined by whether I have this illness or that illness. The value of my life is determined by how I meet that life. Can I put my foot on the line and not flinch, not pull back, not run and hide, or cry and whine, and live my life to the best of my ability and still be the master of my life? The captain of my soul when I'm laying on my deathbed, gasping my last few breaths. Will I still be the captain of my soul? Answer, yes. A true son of God. A true heir to the kingdom. I never flinched. I never cried out loud. Remember the poem. I suggest you go memorize it. God had me memorize his poems once I was a little kid. I had to say it 3 times a day till I was about 40. Out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloodied, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the coming years shall always find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Learn it. Don't whine over life. Life happens to everybody. Big secret there. It happens to everybody. Just live your life. I know Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother. God is real to me in a way which may not be for you. But I had to write the book, so I had to know. You get the benefits of reading the book. But nowhere in here, and I dare anybody to find it, you're talking to the author, does it say, or does it have God say, leave the driving to us? You know, you can take a back seat. We'll take over from here. God does not say that. God has a little story in here in the fourth endowment where they hand every infant that's born a book that's empty. And God whispers into the ear of that infant child, write the story of your life. Be the master of your life. Be the captain of your soul. And who gives a big rat damn if the world won't sing along? Who cares? I have to tell you, I don't. I will sing my song. And I will sing it so well, and I will write the lyrics so well, that the angels cannot help but sing along with me. They will sing along with me. I shall not sing along with them. That's what God invites you to do. Can you do it? Do you have what it takes to be the master of your life, the captain of your soul? When I look in the mirror, I have no doubt. For me, the answer is, yeah, you bet. I have what it takes to master my life. I can't master yours or anybody else's. But by damn, when I look at this small frame I live in, I know damned well I can master that. Hell, I don't hardly come to a couple cubic yards. I can master this. You know, I may not that or that one there, but I can sure do this one. Or he has a square mile in him. He has more to master. He has more room for playing than I do. I hope I was able to help you guys today. That's why I like to speak extemporaneously, because I have no idea where I'm going to go. I like that. You know.